Finding a place and a purpose in one's community is something every student strives to do during their time in college. Brenna Marchuk is one of these students.
I want to work with survivors of sexual assault and domestic violence, which is why I originally got involved with Count on Cougs. I am currently looking to go to graduate school for mental health counseling, and that's where the PhD position was really interesting and appealing to me because it allowed me to kind of broaden my knowledge in those areas.
Brenna has been involved with the health promotion team since 2020. This year, she has taken on a role as a peer health educator.
Count on Cougs is just the violence prevention workshop we have that deals with like bystander intervention. We give to anybody who's coming in new to WSU. So primarily it was just that presentation, just that facilitation. We had meetings and things like that where we talk about, what was working, what wasn't working, any adjustments we needed to make, how we were feeling with stuff. And it was really good. Really enjoyed that position. And then now with the PhD thing, they've kind of combined two positions. They've combined the Count on Cooks facilitator position with the Peer Health Education volunteer program, which dealt with like life skills presentations. So they were much more in like other aspects of health promotion. They did, stress management, sleep health and hygiene, healthy relationships, STI prevention, alcohol and other drugs like use and misuse prevention programming.
The PHE team is comprised of a small group of student employees and a few full-time staff members. The supervisor for the PHE team, Becca Miller-McPhee, said that one of her main goals within the program is to serve the student employees by honing their professional skills.
To provide a learning environment for actual peer health educators where they can learn and develop skills around health education, both in learning that education themselves and also learning how to facilitate, create spaces for other students, for their peers to engage in that education.
But public speaking wise, it's been great. I never really felt super uncomfortable with public speaking, but my public speaking experience was pretty much limited to like giving a presentation in front of like a 30-person classroom for an assignment or something like that. This position has had a huge role, aside from the public speaking, in educating me on the kind of work environment I want to pursue. I've had a really, really positive experience working with health promotion, in that I felt valued and I felt respected as an employee.
Another goal of the program is to educate WSU students about different health topics.
Opportunity to engage with their peers who are specifically trained on topics that can be difficult to talk about. We know that people often are more comfortable talking with peers that may feel more relatable. There may be more comfort there.
If you've been a WSU student for more than a year, chances are you've already been to one of the PHE's workshops.
That's because the workshop that aims to educate new Cougs on sexual violence prevention, Count on Cougs, is one of the mandatory programs students have to complete in order to continue their education at WSU.
We made a change. It's still mandatory, but rather than having to complete it during week of welcome, students now have their first 2 semesters on campus to complete it.
However, is this mandatory program having the desired effects on the student body of WSU?
I definitely did not want to be there. Like, Wazoo is known for being a potty school and not really having the best reputation in those things. And so it's like, why would I want to be in a class with like other freshmen learning about this when they won't take it seriously?
This is what I think we talk about a lot. And it's kind of like a balancing act because I feel like you always get a little bit of pushback when you make something mandatory, no matter what it's about. We're aware that, sometimes people, they just don't want to be there. And it's not necessarily that they don't think it's important. It's that they've got a lot of things on their plate, a lot of things on their minds. This is just another kind of box they have to check before they can, enroll for classes or things like that. And we understand that, but I do think it is important. And I think there's a reason that it's mandatory.
While the team says they are always looking for more ways to improve the program, there are moments that make some of the struggles worth it.
People will come up and they'll maybe tell you a little bit about, what happened to them or their story. And moments like that is just kind of, I'm more focused on that person and trying to get them whatever help and support that they need or that they want. But I just feel really grateful. I think that people feel comfortable enough to kind of talk to me about things like that. and be vulnerable, because it's a really hard thing to be able to kind of talk with somebody you maybe just met about that. It means that the things that I'm doing are actually meaningful to people, and that it has an impact. Sometimes, you'll go through facilitation after facilitation, and you're not sure if you're really reaching people or if you're impacting them in any way. You always hope you are, but you're not sure. And it's moments like that where you kind of get that validation.
What I love with this group is watching them debrief with each other about things that are going on in life and things that are going on with work, and having them really make this connection and lean on each other.
Y'all, there is some leftover cake up here that are...
That's a skill that's going to serve them well, being able to connect with other people in the field and build those relationships. It's been really rewarding to see.
Becca said the team will be looking for more student employees to join the team in the coming semester. For Monroe News 8 in Pullman, I'm Ivy Shank.